Well guys, I'm making some progress. I got this guy painted. I got my heads and valve covers painted. I was trying to figure out the pulleys and such on here. The issue I'm running into is that this timing cover is so much thicker than the factory one that it is throwing off all of my pulleys. So it's super frustrating right now. I don't know really what I'm going to do about it. First of all, I think I'm going to... It's also, okay, so it also looks, you're probably not going to be able to tell, but it looks like the shaft on the water pump's like wonky. I reused this water pump. I don't think it's going to work for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order a new water pump. I'm going to order the one that Mondello said that will work with these pulleys. And I think I'm going to, use the original timing cover. So that's where I'm at. Frustrated right now because it's not working out. But you know, that's how it goes when you work on cars. That's just how it is all the time. I don't know how other people have dealt with this issue. Honestly, I'm not even that impressed with this whole design or concept of that. So I'm probably going to take it off and sell it. Anyway, so I got all of these painted black. And then I have a shifter I'm cleaning up. It's a Hurst V-Matic 2 shifter. Anyway, okay, well that's what I'm doing. I just thought I'd update you guys real quick. Hey guys, well, since the last clip, I've made a whole lot of progress, like a whole lot. It's also probably been, it's been about a week since the last clip I made. I just really was getting frustrated with this guy, and it was becoming a lot to try and film everything and get this done. So I just decided to make some progress. There's a car show coming up this weekend, and I've been trying really hard to get this thing running so that I can take it there. I think this thing would be pretty cool to take to just a little car show here that's local. They do a lot of almost like lowrider type stuff, kind of like rat rod lowrider. It's a heavily like that culture, lowrider type culture. And I think they would really enjoy this G-body. I'm going to roll with it with no hood. I think it looks sick. All right, well, what I've done is I had an issue with the water pump that was on it. The shaft was bent, so the pulley was wobbling, and also the pulley wasn't aligning. I got this water pump, I think I got off Amazon, and it matches the height that I needed for these Mondello pulleys. And because I got this new water pump, excuse me, I was able to run these Mondello pulleys. They are under dry pulleys. So that should arguably give me a little bit of horsepower. I did get the headers on, as you can see. They were so terrible. It took like probably at least 20 hours of work, maybe 25. There's not a tube on here that I didn't have to bash and fit. Also, I had to, this is the return fuel line. I had to cut this because it was flowing underneath the motor and the headers were in the way. So I had to cut that, which was fine. I actually like it over here better. Let's see, what else? Oh, when I installed the cam, I aligned the cam gear and the crank gear dot to dot, which is correct to install it. And then you rotate the engine one full turn for these Oldsmobile motors to get your top dead center in the compression stroke. And what that literally means is you just get over here. You just look at the timing mark, have it placed on 0 when you installed it, and then you just rotate it until it gets back to 0. And then you can put in your distributor and do your firing order all like that. I got a chrome alternator I got this for 15 bucks off of a classic Oldsmobile forum, along with K&N filter. Here it is. Came with a K&N filter used and another Ederbach air cleaner, and I got a drive shaft safety loop. Not sure what car I'll put it on. It's universal, so I'll put it either on this one or the Nitrous Mustang. What else have I done? Distributors in. I was going to use MSD wires, but they were such a pain. The tool was like not working very well, so I ended up just going to the auto parts store and getting the only wires available in the whole town that were not custom length ones. So you just plug them in, they're already made. So these are just some 8mm Excel wires. I've got just an Amazon, I believe it is a billet distributor, HEI distributor. The battery is bad. I tried to recondition it. That red means it's not good. I tried to just charge it. It's just bad. I did get it started. It runs. I had a little scare about oil pressure. Neither one of my gauges showed having oil pressure, both the old one and the new one. The old one, as you can see, is pinched in several spots because I was kind of using it to pull pull this tube. And let me grab it. This tube and our water temp through the firewall. So I think that's why the old gauge isn't reading. Plus it was old and crappy, that's why I got a new one. And the new gauge, I over tightened it and broke the fitting on the compression fitting here. So that's why it's not reading. I took off this fitting here and cranked the engine, and it made a big mess of oil shooting out there. So it definitely has oil pressure. So once I got over that, I tried to start it to get the timing done so that I could start to break in the cam. And I can't start it because the battery's dead. So unfortunately, you guys aren't going to get to hear it run this video, but I think it's a good way to end this one off. Give you a little teaser, and then you can come back and see it run in the next video. This is the oil that I used in it. It's a little bit heavier weight than I wanted to use, but it was a decent price. I think I got it on Amazon. I get most of my stuff on Amazon. I think that's really all there is to tell about it right now, guys. It is so incredibly loud. I can show you the exhaust I'm going to be doing. It is so loud. This is probably the loudest car. It's definitely the loudest car I've ever had. It may be the loudest car I've ever heard, and I've heard quite a lot of cars. I am running these 3.5-inch bullet style race mufflers. It's just, I think that's like an 18-inch collector extension, 3.5-inch, going to a 3.5-inch straight through style Dynamax race bullet muffler. I need to kind of dent this in so that it will go up, and I can tighten this down, but that's going to be my exhaust. This is the old exhaust. You can see what I'm going from. It looks like 2 inches, maybe 2.25 to 3.5 inch. I am just going to use the column shift for now. I do have a shifter that is going to go in there, but eventually I'm just going to use a flow shifter, and for now I'll just use this. Here's the new gauges to replace my old shitty ones. They're going to mount right here. I don't know how well you can see. I got a sick new steering wheel in. I don't know if you guys have seen that. This I got, this is like a $240 steering wheel. I got this for like 60 bucks off Amazon. It's a Grant wood grain steering wheel. feels awesome. I wish I could describe to you how good it feels. It feels awesome. It's just like, it's plastic with a simulated wood. And it just feels really nice. This is kind of off topic, but I went and picked up a 67 400 E-block. It's got C heads on it, Edelbrock Performer intake. Came with a 750 Edelbrock Performer carb. Yeah, so that's a little come up. Came with a mini starter and this flex plate. But anyways, guys, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing. I look forward to seeing you again.